Hi everyone. It's Friday, the 23rd of August. Hope you're all well. This is Bernard on behalf of Movie Game Nostalgia. Fridays, as you know, are a day where we might do different things every week, and I do plan once a month to do a little movie quiz. Bit of fun. I mean, 15 questions. I think today we've got 21 points up for grabs. I'm going to give a little timer for 15 seconds for each answer, 15 to 20 seconds. But some people, when they played the last one, just pause the video. You don't have time to think. I'm like that. I mean, I'm quite good at answering questions, but under pressure of time, I do struggle a bit. So if you need a bit more than 15 seconds, just pause the video and try and figure out what it is. But obviously, looking on Google and stuff, what's the point? Just enjoy it. I'll give the answers at the end of the quiz anyway. So yeah, just enjoy doing it. Just a bit of fun, really. Obviously, just as a little break for. I enjoy it. I hope you enjoy it as well. The last one, there's 24 points up for grabs. The last one. Someone did claim they got 24 out of 24, but I know the guy, so I think he's fibbing a little bit there. And someone sadly got 0 out of 24. I won't name names. You know who you are. But so what I've tried to do this time is put some questions in that I know that person, and obviously she played a lot. She see, I'm giving clues away here. She played along with the kids as well. So what I've done, I've stuck 3 or 4 little kids type questions in as well. And the thing with that is that when I've looked and done this quiz, if you like, without knowing the answers, I've sort of put my head on as I didn't know the answers or researched them. I've only got 9 points this week out of 21. So I think a few of you will beat me this week because I was a bit disappointed with that. But I mean, even that 9 points, I was perhaps giving myself 1 or 2 that I wouldn't have got. But I thought I'd made the quiz a little bit easier this week. Anyway, see what you think. Hope you enjoy it. Let's get on with it and have a bit of fun. Right, question 1. Stan Lee, obviously recently passed away, was famous for making cameos in the Marvel Universe films. But also back in the 30s to the 50s, there was a very famous film director who was also famous for making cameos in his movies. Can you name who he was? Always worth having a guess if you don't know. Movie directors did loads of stuff in the 30s and 50s, lots of thrillers, and one of the most famous films he did was quite a scary chiller film. I won't give you too many clues, but have a think on that one and have a guess if you don't know. Stop. First one out of the way. Hope you got that one. Right, question 2. Robert Shaw was a grizzled shark hunter in Jaws. You all remember, everyone's seen Jaws, haven't they? But he also, so this is one for fans of Bond, he also famously played a Bond villain called Donald Red Grant. Can you name the Bond film he starred in? And for an extra point, so it's a 2-point question, the year of the film. And if you get a year either side of this, give yourself half a point. So the name of the Bond film that Donald Red Grant starred in. Robert Shaw as Donald Red Grant starred in, and the year it was made, a James Bond film. Go. And I'll be honest with you, I might have guessed the date, but I wouldn't have known this one. It's obviously gone for Bond and Robert Shaw fans. Stop. Question 3. This is one I had to think long and hard about if I hadn't been able to look it up. Which actor played the Dude in the 1998 Coen Brothers film Big Lebowski? Which actor played the Dude in the 1998 Big Lebowski? Great film. Not everyone's cup of tea, but great film. Stop. Question 4. Eddie Murphy co-starred in Trading Places in 1983. Who was his male co-star in that film? Which actor? Not the character in the film, which actor was his co-star in Trading Places 1983? Go. I might have struggled on this one. I might have got it eventually, but not within 15 seconds. I wouldn't have thought. So pause it if you know it's there, but you can't. It's not coming to mind. Pause it and give us the answer. Then it's only a bit of fun. Stop. Question 5. Well, again, we sadly lost another actor this year, Rutger Hauer. This could be a guess one if you want to guess this one. I actually knew it, but which film in which the great Rutger Hauer starred did he claim was his favourite? So, I mean, you can have a guess at that. Obviously, think of the films he's done. Rutger Hauer. Which did he claim was his favourite? Stop. Right, question 6. In 1986, an underappreciated cult film that starred Tim Robbins, a very young Tim Robbins in this. The main character featured was a duck. What was the name of the duck? So, cult film, 1986. A film where it was a live action film with Tim Robbins starred, but what was the duck's name? I'm sure some people will know this one. One of my favourite films and my family's films when they were young. Stop. Right, here we go. In Frozen, Anna is joined on her quest by 3 characters, and I believe it's a mountain man, a reindeer, and a snowman. What are the characters' names that join Anna on her quest? The 3 characters' names. So it's 3 points for this one. So what are the names? A mountain man, reindeer, and a snowman. I'm sure you're. I had no. I might have got one of these, but I struggle. Even though I have seen the film, even though I would have struggled. Right, stop. And again, there's a point each. So if you only get a couple of them, it's 2 points. You get one of them, you get one. So it's up 3 points up for grabs there. Right, just over halfway now. Question 8, and this is quite a hard one. Everyone knows the film Shawshank Redemption. There is a famous scene in this film where Andy plays an opera song over the PA system. He breaks into the office and plays it for everyone. From which opera was this song taken? So I need the name of the opera. Very famous opera. I wouldn't have got this, even though I love Shawshank Redemption and I'm quite into sort of some music. So, but from which opera was it taken? Start that. So Shawshank Redemption, which opera was the song taken from that Andy played over the prison PA system? Stop. Need time to think. Don't Google it. If you need time to think, just pause this video and have a go. Right, question 9. Mary Poppins. In Mary Poppins' first version and the new version, the Banks family live on a lane. What is the name of the lane, and at what number do they live? So they live at the same address in both movies, Mary Poppins 1 and the remake, Mary Poppins 2. The Banks family, what lane do they live on, and at what number? So there's 2 points up for grabs there. You get one, obviously, for if you get either or. One for the lane and one for the number. If you get both, that's 2 points. Mary Poppins. Stop. Right. Question 10. Multiple choice, so you can have a guess at this if you're not sure. Only 1 point for getting it right, though. Anthony Hopkins has been nominated for 4 Oscars for his acting. Amistad, Nixon, Remains of the Day, and Silence of the Lambs. I'm just thinking, I'll make this a possible 2-pointer here, so it's actually 22 points up for grabs now. He was nominated for 4, but how many did he actually win, and for which films or film did he win it? So he was nominated for 4 Oscars. How many did he actually win? And have a guess, if he won all 4, what were the 4 films? You get extra points, obviously. Sorry, so there's up to 5 points on that one if you get it right. But obviously, I won't give too much away because obviously it'll tell you how many Oscars were won. But you can win up between obviously 2 and 5 there if you can name the films or how many Oscars. So Anthony Hopkins, 4 films. How many Oscars did he win? Question 11. True or false? Oh, yeah, you got a 50-50 chance. Psycho, in 1960, was the first movie to show a toilet flushing on screen. Was that true or false? I mean, Hitchcock could probably make that interesting, I suppose, if he did do it. True or false? Psycho was the first movie to show a toilet flush on movie screen. Stop. Question 12, not far now. In the original Little Mermaid, 1989, we are getting an updated version. What is the name of the wicked sea witch? Little Mermaid, 1989. What is the wicked sea witch's name? Stop. Right, question 13. I'm looking for some. In Avengers Endgame, Scarlett Johansson stars in this for 2 points, 1 for each, and 2 if you get them both. What is the name of her character, and what is her superhero name? So obviously she's got a name as the character, and obviously she's got a superhero name. So Avengers Endgame, I'll start now. Scarlett Johansson, what is the name of her character, and what is her superhero name? So you get 2 points if you get. I want full answers to both of those. 2 points if you get both. 1 if you can only get 1. Scarlett Johansson, Avengers Endgame. Stop. Right, question 14. In Despicable Me, great film. What is the main criminal mastermind called? That's for 1 point. And who voices this character? So there's an extra point. Again, it's a 2-pointer, 1 for each, or 2 if you get them both. In Despicable Me, what is the main criminal mastermind called? And who voices the character? Believe it or not, I forgot both these. I would have had to look it up. I knew both when I looked it up, but I didn't when I first thought about it. Stop. And finally, the last question, a multiple choice. Only 1 point up for grabs. You have to be spot on with this one. But have a think on this one. It's might be an obvious answer, might not. Jaws, which was mentioned earlier, obviously, about the great Robert Shaw. How many Jaws films were actually made? Now, I'm not going to give you points for the dates because that's quite hard, but if you can come up with the dates for yourself, I'll read them out at the end. How many Jaws films were actually made? Was it 3, 4, or 5? How many Jaws films were actually made? I'll tell you the years later, but obviously if you know that, good on you, but you're not getting any bonus points. That's the last one. So how many Jaws films? Worth a guess. Stop. Right, hope you enjoyed that. As I said, I got a pathetic 9, so let's go through it, run through it now, see how many you've got, and just stick them in the comments below what scores you get, or let me know on Twitter and I'll post them on the comments anyway. Right, question 1. Stan Lee was famous for making cameo appearances. Which other director from the 30s to the 50s was also famous for roles for making cameo appearances in his films, and people used to look out for him every time? It was, of course, the wonderful, great Alfred Hitchcock. So obviously his films, I'm not sure if he did it in all his films. I've not looked back actually, but obviously a great number of his films, he is someone to, and he's very notable. I mean, you'd know Alfred Hitchcock. He wasn't someone who could blend into the background very easily. So that's always good fun to look out for him in his films. Right, so that's Alfred Hitchcock. Question 2. Robert Shaw famously was in Jaws, but also played Donald Red Grant in a Bond movie. The Bond movie is from Russia with Love, so give yourself a point for that. And it was 1963. So if you got that spot on, that's a point. If you got 1962 or 1964, give yourself half a point. So Robert Shaw was in From Russia with Love as a villain in 1963. Right, question 3. Which actor played the dude in The Big Lebowski? That was, of course, Jeff Bridges. Superb. I mean, that sort of role was made for him, I think. So laid back. Question 4. Eddie Murphy starred in Trading Places in 1983. Who was his main male co-star? Well, I mean, that was the wonderful Dan Aykroyd. That's a point for that one, Dan Aykroyd. Question 5. In which film did Rutger Hauer say was his favourite, or what he starred in? The great late Rutger Hauer. It might have been worth a guess, this one. It was Blade Runner. That's what he called Blade Runner his favourite film. Question 6. An underappreciated, I'm sure there's someone out there got this, no problem whatsoever. In 1986, an underappreciated cult film starred, obviously, a duck alongside Tim Robbins, as well as other characters in this. The duck was called, obviously, Howard. It was Howard the Duck, a fantastic film. If you've never seen that, stupid and silly, but cracking watch. And my kids loved it. I loved it. And I lost count how many times I watched that. Right, question 7. In Frozen, Anna is joined by 3 characters on her quest. I'm sure you got this. I did. As I said, I struggled with one of them, which I eventually got. But yes, it was Kristoff, Sven, and Olaf. So a point for each one you get right. All 3, you get 3 points. In question 8, Shawshank Redemption. Now, this is a famous opera. He played over the PA, a song from a famous opera. The opera was actually The Marriage of Figaro. So that was what Andy played over the PA system in the prison. Fantastic, well-known opera, that one. All right, question 9. Mary Poppins, the lane the Banks family live on was, of course, Cherry Tree Lane. And they do live at number 17. So a point for each of those, 2 points if you got them both. 17 Cherry Tree Lane. And this funny multiple choice one, which I waffled over. I tried to make more confusing than it should have been. Anthony Hopkins, how many? He did 4. It was 4 Oscar nominations. He actually only won 1, so you get a point for 1. And if you made a guess at what that one was, obviously you could have said all 4 and named all the 4 titles I give you, which, so obviously it's a bit of a silly thing I did there. But it was Silence of the Lambs. So if you guess Silence of the Lambs there, give yourself another point. So there's 2 points there. So there's 22 points up for grabs. So he only nominated for 4. He only won 1 for Silence of the Lambs. up to now, obviously. Question 11, true or false? So again, it was a 50-50, and I mean, it's such a silly question that you probably, I mean, if it was me, I would have gone for true. Psycho 1960 was the first movie to feature a toilet flushing on screen, and yes, that was true, and even Hitchcock made that look good. Right, question 12, of course, Little Mermaid 1989. What is the name of the Wicked Sea Witch? That, of course, is Ursula. Question 13, quite a difficult one, this, I thought, but obviously if you're into MCU Avengers stuff, you probably had no problem whatsoever. And I wanted the full names. In Avengers Endgame, Scarlett Johansson plays a character and a superhero. What are the name of a character and a superhero? Obviously, the character is Natasha Romanoff. So if you just said Romanoff, tough, you're not getting a point. Natasha Romanoff. And of course, she's Black Widow, is a superhero avatar. So Black Widow, so a point each there, or 2 points for both. Question 14. In Despicable Me, what is the main criminal mastermind called, and who voices the character? Of course, it's Gru, G-R-U, Gru. And it was voiced by the wonderful Steve Carell, one of my favourite American comedy actors. He has done some serious stuff as well, which he's just as good at. So that was Gru, Steve Carell, point each, or 2 points if you got both. And finally, a multiple choice, which is worth a pop at this one. In Jaws, how many Jaws films were made? 3, 4, or 5? And the answer is 5. So a lot of people might have said 4, but no, it was 5. There was 1975, 1978, 1983, 1987, and there was a made-for-TV version, which may have gone missed by people, in 1995. If you knew the dates as well for those, great, but you're only getting 1 point. But yes, how many Jaws films? There were actually 5. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed that. As I say, 22 points up for grabs. I got a measly 9. So hope you beat that. Total your scores. Let me know in the comments below. Give us a thumbs up. I hope you enjoyed it. Just a bit of fun. I'll be back on Monday with that week's next week's UK DVD Blu-ray releases, including an old classic that I used to love as a kid that's been made into a film now. That, wow, I mean, I'll tell you about the film on Monday, but the Banana Splits movie, which isn't quite what I expected. I watched it without knowing anything about it. Didn't read up on it. Watched a trailer. Wow, and that it did surprise me. But there's a few other things on Monday as well. But that Banana Splits is well worth a listen. Look out for that on Monday. On Twitter, I'm on @nostalgia_movie. Leave comments on there. All my links are on there. On moviegamenostalgia.com. Daily blogs on there. All my stuff there. Posters, rare DVDs, and obviously board games on there. Have a look round there. Get my footfall up on Google. I mean, it's nice for people to go and have a nosing. Send your emails. Any questions, just let me know. Obviously on YouTube here, just look back at some of the old videos I've done. I try and be informative as I can. Have a go at the old quiz. If you've not done quiz 1, there's no reason why you can do them out of order. Have a look back at that. That was a couple of weeks ago, I think on the 9th of August. So if you want to redo that one. But no, I hope you enjoyed it. Please just tell everyone, more subscribers. I mean, I'm happy if 1 or 2 people just watch this. At least, I'm just glad I can share and entertain, have a bit of fun with people. But whatever you're doing this weekend, have a great one. Let me know what you scored, as you say, either by Twitter or under the comments, and I'll post it on here what people are getting. And thanks so much for listening in, and I'll see you all Monday. Have a great one. Bye-bye.